Anyway, let me grab a couple quick calls here before we have to hit the break. People have been waiting patiently, and I'm going to try to get as many in as I can. Orlando, Florida next. Courtney, welcome. I'm glad you... Hi, how are you?
Great. How are you? It's a pleasure to speak to you.
Thank you very much.
So I was actually introduced to you by my grandfather, Pat Sullivan, when you had your TV show. Back during, I think it's around the time of the Columbine shooting, and I've been a listener ever since.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And him.
Yes, and World War II veteran. Okay, so I'm calling about Trump's true level of support versus the poll numbers and the media's representation of his support. I was an avid Cruz supporter, borderline never Trump. In the end, I did vote for him, but as this continues on with like the Russia story and all of the media attacks, I have become more and more loyal to him, and I am supporting him more now than I ever did.
You know, Courtney, I don't mean to be rude, but your phone connection is really bad, and I was patient there hoping it would clear up, but I think people are having trouble understanding what you're saying. It's not your fault. It's just a bad cell connection. But I know here's her point, folks. She started out, her father got her started on the program. She's forever, eternally grateful to her father, who was a World War II vet. And she said she was not inclined to vote for Trump. She was not an original Trumpist. She reluctantly voted for him because of extraneous reasons. But she is now becoming more and more defensive and supportive of Trump as these never-ending attacks and assaults on him continue. And she mentioned the Russia allegation and now this stuff. And I think that's happening all over this country. And you'll never see it reported because the media is not even considering it. Remember now, the arrogance of these people, they think they are succeeding in driving a wedge between Trump voters and Trump, which is their objective. That's the key to getting rid of Trump, they think, is succeeding in driving Trump supporters away from him. Have you ever seen, ladies and gentlemen, such a focus on White House staff? From the moment Steve Bannon was named chief strategist, the media has been trying to get Trump to fire him. And now it's not just Steve Bannon today. We had sound bites earlier. Now they're trying to get rid of Sebastian Gorka, who is on the National Security Council team. Trump loves Gorka because he loves the way Gorka defends him on TV. Gorka is good. And now they're going after Stephen Miller, who they're calling an anti-Semite and a racist. Stephen Miller is Jewish. He happens to be one of the top-tier Trump policy people, and he's exceptionally bright and good. I've never seen. Did you ever remember the media going after Clinton or Obama? And you got to get rid of X. You got to get rid of these staffers. You got to get. They won't let go. They are telling Trump they've got to get rid of these people because they're alt-right, racist, white nationalists. And the longer they persist in telling Trump to do it, common sense would tell me the less inclined Trump would be to do it, especially after yesterday, when the media is clamoring for Trump to make a second statement because he didn't specifically mention the Nazis and the white supremacists when he made his first statement of condemnation. He blamed all sides. That wasn't good enough for him. So he came out yesterday and he specifically mentioned the Nazis and the white supremacists. We all knew how it was going to happen here. The media then said, not good enough. You don't really mean it. You're only doing it because we pressured you to do it. It's like Charles Koch. No, not Charles. David Koch in New York gave a New York hospital $25 million donation. And the nurses union told the hospital not to take it because he didn't really mean it. He was just giving the money to try to cover up his racism and bigotry. Well, it's the same thing here. You didn't mean it, Trump. You're not really condemning the Nazis because they're your support group. You're not really condemning the alt-right because that's your support group. You're not going to condemn the white nationalists because that's your support group. That's what they actually think. That's what they're trying to make people believe. Now they keep harping on getting rid of Bannon, getting rid of Stephen Miller now and Sebastian Gorka. I mean, there's no way Trump can do it with this kind of media pressure. And he may want to, for all I know. Somebody in there's leaking. Somebody in that White House is leaking big time. Somebody's leaking for their own personal benefit in there. My guess is they know who it is now. And my guess, there are a lot of people in there on thin ice, but along the media keeps harping on it. Anyway, it is frenzied irrationality. And they want Trump to do things that will allow them to say, see, Trump is a white nationalist. See, Trump is a Nazi sympathizer. That's what they're dying to report, folks. And they're trying to manipulate events in such a way that will permit them to do that.